Are you looking for a podcast about those pesky apples passing off as prize-winning horses?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh! Good evening, Kelsey.
Oi, governor.
How are you today?
Sorry, that was the preamble. We're going to do normal faces now.
Are we? Don't
I
get me
think so.
started. I'll slip back into it.
Okay.
I'll go all unhinged again.
Please don't.
How's it going?
It's going.
You rested some bitch, you?
I'm so well rested. My eyes are bright. The sun is shining.
Kind of
Dark out,
hate
actually.
you.
Why?
You have this lovely feeling that none of us will know.
God, go
The
get you a
feeling of
sleep aid.
rested.
It feels so good. I've literally never felt like I've had enough sleep in my life, and now I'm just like, I've slept. It feels nice. I can
want that,
focus. I can cook dinner.
But like, do you sleep more though?
No. Well, I mean, I don't sleep later than normal. I'm just going to bed at a normal time now and sleeping through the night.
So what's a normal time?
11-ish.
Ooh, too early. Can't do it. No,
'Cause
that's off the table.
previously, I would go lay in bed at 11 and then just like stare at the ceiling and think about my mortality until like 4 in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well,
And then, get up in the middle of the night after having finally fallen asleep at least twice and then have nightmares. And it's just, I don't have any of that anymore. Now it's just
Good.
like, I go to bed, I know I'm going to fall asleep within 20 minutes, and I do that. And then I wake up at like 8:30 and I'm like, fuck yeah, it's morning.
my sweet spot, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. That's like a good go to bed time.
Yeah.
3, I'm pushing it a little bit. Like, I usually don't tend to lay there too much. That has happened recently, though.
Mm.
Like, one night, I was like, I might as well just fucking stay up. It's
Don't
6
do that.
already, dude. Let's
Oh my
fucking just
God.
go. Let's roll it. Let's roll the dice, baby.
No. Awful.
But I went to sleep, so.
Good. Don't play around with sleep. Sleep is too important.
Yeah, that's what they claim. But those James Bond villains, they know how to do it. They just hook up to a thing for 30 minutes, 1 week, 1 day a week, and then they're good for months.
Okay.
Crave that, man.
I wish I could have that.
This just became a multifaceted point now
Okay.
because of something that we said. I need to send you a TikTok, dude. Taylor showed me this, and I'm like irate right now.
Oh, no.
Do you know who
The Muffin
James
Man?
Baxter is?
James Baxter. I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, you've never watched Adventure Time?
I did.
Do you know who James Baxter is in Adventure Time?
No.
He's the horse on the beach ball that's just like hovering
not
on it.
recall
just going,
that guy.
James Baxter. You've never seen that dude?
I don't think so. I watched like early Adventure Time.
Okay. There's a horse named James Baxter.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I put in the topic suggestions horse.
Yes.
This is not the horse.
Okay.
this just grew out of something that we just said, and I was like, oh, dude, we got to talk about this horse now.
All right.
James Baxter is a horse from Adventure Time who was animated so differently than everything else on that show. I need to share my screen with you.
Yes, please.
You have to see James Baxter, okay? But the reason I tell you this is you know this guy. You actually know his work so deeply in your soul,
Okay.
okay? But so this is James Baxter. Like, you
Oh
see
my
how
God,
like
weird.
smooth he is
Yeah.
compared to like everything else?
Yeah, he's very weird.
Like, his animation is so much better, right? And it just yells James Baxter.
Okay.
So I didn't know this until this video the other day, but apparently the animator's name is James Baxter.
Okay.
He drew that horse, right? He also, oh no, his ball popped.
You paused it at the worst time. He just
I did.
destroyed one of those little creatures.
Oh wait, is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
You
old
paused
man.
it right there when he exploded. That was awful.
The old man. But look at his tumble. You see how smooth that looks?
Yeah, I hated
That was
that.
beautiful. Okay.
It's like 60 FPS.
So James Baxter did a lot of the animation work in Prince of Egypt.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He did James Baxter here in Adventure Time. He did. Do you remember the ending of Steven Universe where he fuses back with himself, and
Yeah.
that scene is animated so differently than any other piece of the animation?
Yeah.
That's James Baxter, dude.
Okay.
He deals exclusively in 2D animation. He refuses 3D.
All right.
And he makes smooth, crispy shit. We just learned about his name because Taylor watched a TikTok and got furious.
Oh no, what happened?
You know the movie, the Emoji Movie?
Yeah.
That movie was on the pitching table. And then James Baxter had a movie about Medusa that
Oh
he
my
was
God.
going to animate in this very fluid, beautiful 2D style, right?
Can you imagine?
And guess what they picked to make?
Oh my God.
Because he refused the 3D, so he was like, I don't want to be part of that.
Somebody fund this.
So they just released like the pencil test, like his test artwork
Okay.
that he did for it. Oh my God. It's like 10 seconds, and it is some of the most beautiful shit I've ever seen.
And Medusa is the most like unsung story. Like,
I know.
It's
So
so
we would have
good.
had a female protagonist person, which if you just watched Friday Roundup from this past week, we were discussing the lack of that. So remember, we almost had female protagonist, misunderstood character, and instead they were like, but we can make money with Patrick Stewart as the poop emoji.
yup.
And that's the movie we were presented.
Oh God. I hate this world that we live in sometimes.
Yeah, so she told me that. It's a lot. I just put it in general, but give me a second, so I'm going to pull it up here for you.
Okay.
Because I want to watch it with you. Because it's so good. Oh my God. Okay. This is the pencil test, dude. Oh no, it's all squashed.
Why is it all squashed? Okay.
Don't be squashed.
Oh God. Just
But
there.
look,
I'll see it like this. This is
yeah,
good.
but look at that though.
That is so smooth and so beautiful.
And it's funny from 10 seconds of
Yes.
video. Like,
This looks so pretty.
that makes me so mad. But like, her hair lets her swing on the tree vines and stuff.
That's so cool.
Her breathing is so good.
Yeah.
The
Like
way
everything
she just
is
brush it. Oh, it's
wow.
It's intricate.
It's polished for a pencil test. Like
Yeah. That could have happened.
we were robbed.
That could have been a thing. And instead we got the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, fuck that. Now I'm
So
mad.
anyway, that's horse thing number one.
Okay, tell me horse thing number
Sorry,
2.
but like that was too important when that got brought up. That
Obviously.
needs to be out there, man. James Baxter, Medusa shit needs to be a thing.
The world needs
Kickstarter
to
that.
know.
I have been playing Ghost of Tsushima again.
Oh, okay.
And I told you when I started playing it about my horse
Yes.
and
Look
how
at my
he's
horse.
a lovely
My
horse.
is amazing.
And it's like, pick the horse that you want to have with you through the entirety of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were all like, beautiful, I love that. And I said, don't be. And you said, you can go back to the show. I'll find it at some point. But Kelsey said, don't even fucking tell me something bad will happen to that horse. And I said, I won't until it happens.
Okay.
So I got to that point.
Fuck.
I've known about this since the game came out. Somebody told me like as soon as it came out.
And
Right? So like for 2 years now, I've known this part will happen in the game, but I hadn't gotten there yet. Well, I got there, and it is so much worse and better than I thought.
better.
The way it got explained to me was like your horse gets filled with just like tens of arrows,
Oh,
and then you just keep riding your horse until he's gone.
no.
It's not quite what happens. He gets hit by like 3.
Okay.
So there's less arrows, but the same outcome. But then something happened.
Are
that
you
I
going to make
have
me watch this horse die?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I'm not gonna make you watch the whole thing. I just
Okay.
want to tell you like kind of what happened. So like you get
Ambushed?
no, you basically are being attacked. Okay, so you like live on Tsushima, the island, right?
Okay.
and the Mongols are coming in and taking over. So you're trying to fight back and reclaim your island from the occupiers, right?
Uh-huh.
You're a samurai, and your uncle is like old school samurai. So there's a code of honor. You don't venture from this, right?
Okay.
But we're dealing in tactics that samurai don't deal in. We're like assassinating people, and then in this part of the game, you actually poison people, and that's a big no-no.
Ooh, interesting.
So he was going to adopt you as his son, so that you could like lead his like entire clan of people after the war ends, right?
Okay.
And you basically choose, no, I have to fight for my people the way that will work. Your methods are so honorable, it's not going to work. They play dirty, we can't fight fair and win.
Okay.
I have to do this way. And so he renounces you, and you basically go to prison.
Shit.
Well, somebody breaks you out of prison, and
Is
as
it your
you go
horse?
No, it's a sake dealer that you get in close with.
Okay.
But when you get on your horse to leave,
Fuck.
you get hit by quite a few arrows, right? And
Awful.
what I really hate, he even says "forgive me" to his horse because he knows what will happen in the effort to escape, right?
Horrible.
And it's pretty bad. Like you
No.
get this sad music with this for a long time. I'm not gonna do like the super hard stuff for you because like you have to watch his legs wobble and he can't stand.
No.
Like for this game to say choose the horse you're gonna have forever, and then to do this to you, it's mean.
I
Like-
hate this.
Like it's pretty mean, right? Okay. But they didn't have to do this to me, right? This is what fucked me up. This is what fucked me up.
We're gonna have a whole like Mufasa Simba moment here.
Like this is literally your horse, right? And it sucks that this video he named him the same thing that I named mine because you get to choose from like a certain list of names.
Yeah.
I did grow real attached to my horse. What I hated the most was that he looks at you
Ugh.
like knowingly, like I love you, Matt. Like he looks at you.
Oh, this sucks. I hate this.
And then fades as you go, I'm sorry, little dude. And then it's gone. And Taylor's like in there just like doing dishes, like cleaning up. And I'm listening to this like epic score in the surround sound, dying inside.
Oh my god, I hate this.
And she's like, after this, you want to have lunch? And I was like, I fucking guess. So
oh, that sucks. I hate that a lot.
I knew I had to conclude this for you because like as soon as I told you I started that game, I knew this would happen.
Yeah.
But I didn't know where it would go. And it was better, but worse. You do bury him, and
Good.
his grave becomes a waypoint that you can fast travel to at any point.
Oh.
So I came back to my horse's grave, and I played him a song on the flute, and I was very sad.
Stop.
I
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
But so that's my horse thing. But we do have James Baxter to think fondly on.
Okay, thank
Back in
goodness
the
for
day.
that.
But this is why you don't. Is this why you don't play single player games? Because you know that they're like planning on hurting you at some point.
All of them do that, don't they? They're just like, here, get attached to this thing, and then
Oh, yeah.
watch it die brutally at the hands of something you have no control over.
Yeah, like they truly sit there and go like, you know what'll mess these people up? Let's do this.
Let's fuck the horse up real bad.
And then they animate it, and then they go, is this scene sad enough? Like,
No,
have we hurt
let's
you
get
enough?
some good violins in here. In fact,
I
give me a
know.
whole chorus.
Like, somebody had to craft this scene and go, how can I hurt you the most? You know what I mean?
Jesus. Yeah, like that's somebody's job. How can I make everyone cry real hard?
Yeah. But I'll bring you back out of it with this. My surprise! I have a surprise for you.
Okay, what's your surprise?
You were close, but you were wrong. I did sign a new device in on all of our stuff today,
Okay, yes.
but it was my brand new phone.
Oh, you got a new phone.
I did get a new phone.
Nice.
It is the Samsung S23 Plus. Taylor got the Ultra. Wanna know why?
Why?
AT&T is having a deal. If you have a Galaxy device period. If it is an S series of any number, doesn't matter how old, if it is an S series Galaxy, $800 off your phone.
Whoa, shit, that's a lot.
So this is actually the half a terabyte storage one. It's 512 gigs.
Whoa.
$8 a month for this phone.
That's obscene. Wow.
Taylor got the Ultra. It's like $11 a month for the phone, because normally it's like $20-$30 when you get a new phone. It's on your plan. If you don't buy it outright, which I know a lot of people buy them outright.
Right.
Yeah, new phone. It's not the Pixel like I was gonna do, but you couldn't get a Pixel and do the deal. So
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you.
I got a new Samsung, and guess what? This is the 23. I had a 20. This phone is worse.
It's worse?
The pixel density of the screen is actually lower. It is, in essence, a fuzzier photo, a fuzzier
God.
image of screen than my 3-year-old phone.
Why?
I don't know, but I can zoom in on a baseball player's dick at a game, man.
Okay.
We went into Best Buy, and Taylor was just looking at the new phones, and I was like, yeah, we're probably not going to get anything. And he's like, have you guys seen the zoom on these things? And I saw some moon photos on this thing, and I was like,
my
I
God.
know those are AI, you son bitch.
Did you
Right?
tell him that? Were you like, hey, listen, I'm a podcaster. My
No,
co-host
I
has a real
didn't,
interesting story.
But I really thought about it. But I know that you can't AI this one. He was at like a Rangers game or something, and like he showed where he was sitting, and then showed like the pitcher on the mound, right?
Okay.
I was in that dude's pocket.
Showed
Like-
the mound on the pitcher, huh?
Yeah. It was so crispy, and Taylor was like, I'm getting a new fucking phone. And I was like, you... And so we bought the phones. As we leave, I go, you did this, dude. You fucking did this. And he was like, all sinister and shit.
Nice.
Taylor actually got hers over the weekend. These phones are like a few weeks old, so they're like brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Mine wasn't in stock within like 100 miles.
Whoa.
So mine had to be mailed to me. It got
Good
here
Lord.
today, and I swapped it all over today while I was at work. So
So
that
why
is
didn't
a
you get the Ultra?
new phone? Because I don't care for it. It's like a little bigger.
Mm-hmm.
The zoom lets me see the pictures mound like that, which I don't care about because I don't really take photos.
Yeah.
Where Taylor was like, I actually do have a use case for this. So he was actually saying, he was like, yeah, I was at GameStop one day, and I wanted to see something behind the counter, but they were so busy, I just zoomed in on it with my phone and took a picture and could see what I was trying to find out. And I
Okay.
was like, that's actually a good use case.
Yeah.
I can get behind that, but I'm never going to do that. So Taylor wanted the photos, and she likes because the Ultras come with the pin.
Okay.
So you can like do the pin and then, write on it and
Draw
stuff.
stuff.
I don't care for the pin because my phone is a TikTok machine.
Okay.
I don't use this for anything else. If I wanted to see pretty video, pretty graphics, or use a pin, I have my tablet for that now.
Okay.
Why would I want to pay more for the phone when I can do that same stuff on something that's this much bigger?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Taylor doesn't use tablets, so her phone needs to be like her tablet.
Yeah.
I can go with a smaller phone, pay less money, because my tablet's going to cover all that stuff for me that I want to do that way.
Okay.
So I don't need it. But I got the Plus just because it's still like a little bigger. Like, the other one's just like a little too small.
So there's like the regular, the Plus, and the Ultra.
Regular, Plus, Ultra, yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, their difference in size is so minute.
Yeah.
But I got a new phone, and I guarantee I won't have anything interesting to say about it.
Okay. Well,
But I got
I'm happy
one,
for
so there
you.
go. So if you have
Um,
AT&T, you have a Galaxy, might want to go check. You can get $800 for your phone towards
Hell
a new
yeah.
phone,
Yeah, go
which
do
is
that.
not a bad deal,
I mean, if you're in need of a new phone, go check it out,
pretty much.
I bought something we bought something that we didn't need.
Okay.
So Richard has been craving the touch of a certain vehicle. So
Okay.
this is a long story, but we went to Florida like a year ago, a little over a year ago now for our anniversary.
Hang on. Let's crack into this long story.
Yes, please.
Let's do it. I have to open these so close to the mic for you guys, and that air just punches me in the face every time around the chin. Ah. So you go to Florida.
So we go to Florida, and we had gotten like a standard rental car or whatever, and they were like, well, we're out of the standard ones, but we do have this Mustang convertible. And we were like, okay, that's cool. So we had a convertible for our vacation, and we like drove to the beach with the top down, and it's Florida, so it's perfect weather all the time, except it's humid as fucking hell.
Yeah.
But it was January, so it wasn't that bad. But like the second that Richard like tasted the sea air in a convertible, something in his soul changed. Like I saw
Midlife crisis happened?
Yes, I saw him turn into a different man.
Okay.
So he's been literally talking about the convertible nonstop since we got back from Florida. Like every time we're in his car, he's just like, man, be a nice day to have the top down, wouldn't it?
Oh my God.
Like you have to stop. Like we can't. So he's just been like idly researching convertibles in his spare time like he does because he has ADHD, goes on Wikipedia and needs a project to search. And convertibles have been that project for the better part of over a year now. So
Jesus. Okay.
He had zeroed in on a Miata, which is like, that's out of our range. Like, it's a luxury vehicle, and they're like, I don't know. Have you ever seen a picture of a Miata?
Yeah.
They're just like, they look like a douchebag car to me. Like, you just see like some small, bald executive driving. It's a Miata MX-5.
You know what? All I typed in was Miata, and that's the only car that pulled up.
There you go. As far as like luxury convertibles go, it's like affordable. It was in our price range.
It's a nice looking car.
Yeah, and Richard has been like all about this thing. So I was like, let's just go test drive one so you can figure out if you like it so much. And there just happened to be one in the area, so we went to go test drive it. And
because remember, I was so about my Challenger for so long, and then I sat in one at the state fair and went, I would never own this car. That was the most uncomfortable shit I've ever been in.
Yes.
Thank God I never owned one.
That is what happened with the Miata. So we got into it. And first of all, getting into it is a challenge in and of itself because Richard is a large man. He is 6'1".
Yeah, those are tiny cars.
He's a tall boy. Like, he had to crumple up behind that steering wheel. His knees were to his chest. And he was like, no, I can fit. It's fine. And
no,
like,
dude.
You're obviously uncomfortable. And so he
so desperate to like it. I got it.
It's fine.
Dislocate my knee. We'll be good.
Yeah, he literally had to like contort his body to get his knee around the steering wheel to get into it. And he'd push the seat all the way back, and it's a 2-seater car. Yeah. It's like you there's no back seat. There is just seat and car. Like you are encapsulated. It is a cockpit. So I get in the passenger seat and I can feel immediately the panic start to rise. Like I'm not in me.
Okay.
I'm not like terribly claustrophobic. It takes a certain set of circumstances to like really make me panic. I felt like I was in a coffin. Like,
well, because that is a box that can move at 100 miles an hour.
Yes. So we get on the highway with this thing test driving, and I've got like one hand on my stomach and one hand on my chest, just like doing some breathing so I don't start to freak Richard out.
Okay.
Because I can tell he like wants to enjoy the car. And meanwhile, I'm like, I know that he's not going to like this in the end. I just need to get through this car ride because I can see he's crumpled up over there like a wet piece of paper. This isn't going to work. So we're test driving the car, and he keeps going like he went too many exits for my taste. We went for a very long test drive in this car. We were in it for like 15 minutes, which was 15 minutes too long for me.
Okay.
And it was kind of a shitty car, actually. Like there was no touch screen for navigation, and you had to like use this weird knob in the center console to navigate. And it's not like a knob that's in front of you. It's like a knob that's between the two chairs. You're like twisting that thing.
Yeah.
You have to cock your arm at a weird angle to like touch the knob and get to the thing that you need to get to. And I had like my legroom was negative. I had to sit with my feet like at a right angle, like flat to the ground.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I couldn't like relax at all.
Yeah.
And the seat was all the way back. Like I'm a tall woman. I'm a large woman. I can imagine somebody who is like 5'2", 115 being okay in that car.
Yeah.
But beyond that, no. Like anybody taller than 5'8" would have a bad time. We finish the test drive and we get back to the thing and I'm like trying to peel the seatbelt off of me and I can't get to the thing in time. And so I'm like, the panic for me is real bad when I can't get out of a situation. So I'm like trying to hit the button and missing it. And I'm just like, losing my fucking mind. And I rip it off and I like,
that's not funny,
bust
but
out of the car.
That image just.
Yeah, I was like a baby bird trying to exit an egg. It was not a good time, but I got out of it and I was like, we hated that, right? And he was like, yeah, it wasn't good. I was like, okay, let's leave this dealership. So we left. Whew. And he was like, well, the Mustang, the car that we drove in Florida was a Mustang. Did you like that car? And I was like, yeah, it was nice. He was like, okay, it's like a little bit higher price range. And I was like, how much higher are we talking? But his car was very new. Not very new, but like it was in very new condition. Like he really keeps up with his car well. He details it all the time and does the maintenance that needs to be done at the dealership. So it's always like good. And we were able to get like a really good trade-in value for it. So it kind of brought the Mustang more into our price range.
Okay.
So we bought a Mustang.
Okay.
Mustang convertible. It's super fucking nice. It is way nicer than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know. Like I never pictured myself as like a convertible haver, but
I hate convertibles. I don't want air on me.
See, I thought that until like I drove one. And then I was like, this is actually pretty fucking fun. So that is like something that's contributing to my happiness right now is just the ability to, we've had really good weather this week. So it's been nice to just be able to go like, you want to go for a drive? Yeah, let's take the top down and let's go. Yeah. And it just feels nice and it's good. But one of the coolest things about this car is the guy who sold it to us.
Okay.
So we met this dude at the dealership. His name is Paul, and I gave him a couple of podcast stickers and a business card. I hope you're listening, Paul. Okay. He's just a cool dude. Like, he had a lot of similar interests to us. He was talking about, he was asking, like, you guys seen any movies lately? And we were like, I saw the D&D movie, the Mario movie. And he was like, I saw this one. Have you heard of it? It's called Fall. And I was like, I don't know if I know that one. And then he starts to describe it. And I was like, oh, the movie with the people that climbed to the top of the radio tower. Yep. He was like, yeah, it's that one. And we talked about that for a little while. And yeah, he's just a good dude. So shout out to Paul. And also, Paul, fuck capitalism. If your job is making you sick, please reconsider it. That's one of our tenants here at Yimtope. And
I mean, car dealership people make money, though.
But the stress of it, like, I can't imagine having to be a salesperson, especially through these times.
I can't and willingly, like, give you wrong information. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know that there's some of them that they're like, well, I'm going to do that because it gets my commission higher, you know? And then you probably got cool people like Paul that are like, I mean, you don't need that.
Yeah.
You don't need this, you know?
Yeah. It was the first time buying a car that I felt like comfortable in the showroom, because normally it's such an ordeal and it's like a very stiff negotiation business. Yeah. I always have my dad with me and he's always like, we want $10,000 less. And I'm like, we're going to be here for 9 hours. And this was not that type of process. It was just a fun conversation with a cool guy and he got us a good deal on the car. So
nice.
Thank you, Paul. We're enjoying it.
Cool beans, man.
Cool beans.
So now you got to go back to Florida with your with your Mustang.
Yes. I love it. It's changed into something in me now. Now I'm like, oh, I see the way of the convertible.
Oh my God.
Just a little midlife crisis mobile for us.
There you go. Pretty early though.
I don't know. I could tap out at 64. That'd be fine.
Didn't you want to like hit the clock before then too?
I mean,
like I have a straight up age that I want to go to, like for sure.
My granddad always said 70 or 72. He was like, I will die at 72. And he lived to be like 92, I think. Yeah. But he was convinced like 72 is where he would go.
Like, I want to hit at least the day of 100, and then I'll just fucking like go.
Chug a Dr. Pepper, choke on it, and die.
Yep, that's the plan.
That's the plan. It's written right there.
That's the plan. I will record my last Yimtope the day before.
Can you imagine?
It's been
Podcast
30 years without Kelsey.
Oh, God.
She said, fuck capitalism, and took the Mustang and just went out just went out in style.
Drove it into the Pacific Ocean.
Thelma and Louise style. You were like, fuck this, just right off a cliff. I'll just be like, well, it's 100 tomorrow. I'll crack one more. The last crack. That's what I'll title the last show, The Last Crack.
Please. God.
So just know, guys, if you ever see a show called The Last Crack, that's the last Yimtope. It's
Truly
over
the last
from there.
one.
So that means I can't use it for this title now. Would you like to take a break real quick?
Yes, please.
Okay. You know what's the only good thing about Crocs that have happened
What?
recently?
Tell me.
That you can like stylize them. They make those pins that like go in the holes,
I
so
do
you can
like
like
those
customize
pins.
your Crocs.
They're very cute.
That's actually legit.
Yeah.
Make me some primal Crocs and then I'll buy some.
Here's little Crocs.
See, I would have to get fuzz line, but then my feet would get hot.
They're called gibbets.
Are you supposed to wear
Jibbits.
Crocs barefoot?
Raw dog the Crocs? I don't know.
Do you wear shoes barefoot?
I mean, that's a weird sentence.
Be honest, man.
I don't wear socks with Toms
Why?
because they don't fit right.
Okay.
Sock gets all watered up and bad if you wear a sock with a... I keep wanting to
I
say
just-
Croc. Sock with a Croc. Sock with a Tom.
I just don't feel like you should wear shoes without socks. That seems...
Hold on.
Nasty.
I've just found
What
the
now,
Crocs
dude?
for you. One moment.
I'm ready. Oh, yeah, man.
It's a pair of truck nuts for your Crocs.
Get some balls from a Crocs. Ooh, they're veiny, too.
Ew.
Oh, my God.
Why do they look like that?
Like, they just straight up put little veins on them.
That's disgusting.
And then they got a color wheel. Choose from this whole color wheel of colors.
Choose this array of nuts. I hate the pink ones. Ew.
You know there's people that are out there rocking these right now.
Absolutely.
Rocking out with their Crocs balls out. I
Rock
don't
out
know,
with your
man.
Crocs cocked out.
I can't look at any more of these stupid shoes.
No,
I'm
I have
done.
to stop.
If you enjoyed that bit of the pre-ramble, you can get that full bonus episode by going over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP. That stands for You Must Be Thinking of Another Podcast, which is the podcast that is on right now. You went somewhere, you hit play, that is what is playing. I hope you know that. Maybe think about signing up to be a patron if you want to get the rest of that episode for all the shenanigans we get into. We get a little crazy in pre-ramble sometimes. It's a good little
Gets a
icebreaker
little
from your
wild.
standard show. We love our patrons so much. You guys are literally the best. But if you want to be a little bit more, you know, the pre-ramble's not enough. The regular show's not enough. The Zeitgeist is not enough.
Friday Roundup, not enough.
I need it all day, every day. You can go be the ultimate supporter and get you some Yimtope gear at the Yimtope Apparel store. Link is in our show notes. We just wrapped up a huge April month-long sale because that was our anniversary month. We tend to do those on just like some of our favorite months. Anniversaries, spooky time, who knows when we do stuff. But go on over there. We got brand new merch ideas, brand new designs, all kinds of stuff. So go check that out. And again, thank you to everybody that's here, whether you're in the Patreon, whether you're just listening for the first time, or if you're someone coming back. We just love you guys. We like you guys being here. We hope you get as much enjoyment listening as we do making it for you. With that, let's get you back to the regularly scheduled content.
Have you heard the good word of Dracula Daily?
Not at all.
Okay, but you're aware of the book Dracula.
Yes.
I want to say written by Bram Stoker, but that is not right.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah.
I always think that Bram Stoker is like an actor who played Dracula. Like he's the Nosferatu.
That is Bela Lugosi.
Right, that's the one. Okay, Bram Stoker. Yeah, Bram Stoker's Dracula. There we go.
Or Gary Oldman.
Did he die when the Titanic sank? Hold on. I'm going to go on a weird rabbit
I
hole.
don't think he was on it, no.
Because he died the day of the sinking, April 20th, 1912, right?
That sounds about right. Hang on.
He's had a bunch of strokes.
No, it was actually April 14th. So he died 6 days after the news just broke him.
Poor man. Anyway. So Bram Stoker's Dracula. So it's written like in a way that is the main character. His name is Jonathan
Hawthorne.
Parker. Hawthorne,
right? Yeah, I think so.
I think it's hot. I don't.
Harker?
I think it's Harker. See, this is why I'm doing Dracula Daily. So what Dracula Daily is you sign up to be on this mailing list, and it's written in the style of a diary. So
it is Harker. You're right.
Harker, hell yeah. So it's Jonathan Harker's diary, and he's writing dated entries.
Yeah.
And the book starts on May 3rd. So Dracula Daily sends you out whatever was written on that day in real time as you're going.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's like a nice little bite-sized way to read a classic book. And I've tried to read Dracula a couple times, and it's a good book. I just can't really, like, sit down and get into it. So I feel like this is going to be a nice way to just, like, take it a day at a time.
So this is one that me and Taylor wanted to read together. We
Mm-hmm.
were, like, going to read it at the same time. So, like, I would read it to her. She would read it to me for a day. When we were the person reading, immersed, could not stop. But whoever was listening would always fall asleep. So I was like, this has to be a book we got to read on our own. And I've always wanted to go back to it. But that's a really cool thing. I like that.
Yeah, you can sign up, do Dracula Daily with us. It's kind of cool because there's like forums online where people will go and discuss it. Like it's the new happenings, like it's the latest Breaking Bad or something. So it's pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to being a part of it. I think the first one was a couple of years ago, but they've been doing it yearly since. And I want to say that it originated on Tumblr, but don't quote me on that. That's just where I see most of the Dracula Daily drama occurring.
Yeah. Okay.
So looking forward to a nice novel. I don't even know how long it goes for. I kind of hope that it goes through spooky season.
I don't know. Because, I mean, he lived with him for quite a while. Yeah, but then that sucks, though, because then you won't be able to get the rest of the book. Like, you're only ever going to get his portion of it, which is, like, the first third of the book.
Are there other portions?
Yeah, because, I mean, he definitely isn't around for the rest of the book that happens.
Oh, shit.
So, like, you won't even get the full book.
Okay. Well, we'll keep
Or
you
maybe
informed.
I didn't think it was fully written by him.
I have no idea.
But I'm basing that on having seen the Gary Oldman movie, though. Because, like, Keanu Reeves plays Harker in the movie, and he, like, gets left behind as he goes to England to go, you know, search for people.
Okay.
So, I don't know. You got me fucking curious now, though.
Yeah.
like, are you going to be able to read this entire book?
I think so.
Will it be the whole book? Question. You're going to email the whole book? Yep. In small bits at a time. So there you go.
There you go. Yeah,
Love
so
this.
they
Some
keep
days
the
there's not a
novel-
lot of activity, but some days you'll get a few sentences, and some days nothing at all.
Okay. Yeah, it says you'll keep the novel's epilogue in the same year despite taking place 7 years later in the novel. So there is an epilogue part.
Okay. Man, I want to read that book. I have a really cool copy of that book, too.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I bought it because I really wanted to read it, and it was when Borders was going out of business. Remember when that happened?
Yeah.
Remember Borders bookstore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were going out of business, so they were selling everything like crazy, and I was all like, I'm getting that Dracula book. It's really cool. It's got like this red cover with like bats flying off of it and stuff, and the pages aren't even.
Oh, I love those kind of books, but they have like the little textured edge.
Yeah, they're like notched in and out like it's a cobbled together
Yeah.
actual manuscript.
Yes,
It's
love those.
really fucking
So
cool.
good.
It's a really good copy of that book. Man, you can make me want to read Dracula.
Go Dracula Daily.
But I'm gonna want to read it faster now.
You're
Shit,
not-
I might go to Barnes and Noble since they're going out of business. Get a really
my
nice
God.
Dracula.
Get another fucking Dracula. Why not?
Give me a nice Dracula, please. One Dracula over here. If I can ever find that cover, I'll shoot it to you because it's really good. That book
All right.
isn't in my bookshelf here. I think it's still somewhere else. It might be at my parents' house.
Okay.
I'll have to double check. If I got rid of that copy of the book, I will be mad at myself because it was so cool. But cool. I'm going to check that out for sure.
So also, guess what? It's no longer Star Wars week, but it just happened.
Oh, yeah. You know,
So
I kind of forgot it this year, to be honest.
There's been so much stuff going on though. So like it's in real time. We're on May the 3rd, so tomorrow is the big day.
Yeah, so really it hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah. The biggest thing for me is that Vision season 2 is coming out, and I'm really looking forward to seeing like what other animators they bring in and what other kind of stories they tell. Because Visions, if you guys are not aware, is like the little tiny episodes that are all standalone pieces. It's very like what if Star Wars was
Animatrix of Star Wars.
Yeah, or Love, Death, and Robots of Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a better
heavy
one.
on the robots.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. I loved Visions last year. I hope they just keep on going with this because it is literally just an avant-garde universe. Like you can make whatever stories you want in this thing, and it's whatever animation style you want. We had a fucking samurai Jedi. He was cool as shit.
That was episode 1, right? Because I remember seeing that one. Yeah,
so cool. Yeah, there's just so many good little stories in this thing, and I'm just really excited to see what we crack open next.
So I know that you're leading in with Visions, but I'm gonna make Star Wars so much bigger since it is happening this week, and I am flabbergasted that I am overloaded with Star Wars TikTok, and you have to dig for it.
I think the thing is, like,
I'm a man. Is it because I'm a man?
It's because you're interacting with the TikToks. Like, the more you share stuff, the more the TikTok is like, oh, he liked that one, give him another one. And
they know I gotta send it to people.
Yeah, they know you gotta send it to people. I don't have anybody to share the Star Wars with because other people send it to me. I am the focal point for where Star Wars comes to. I have 3 different people that are just like, oh, Star Wars, that's going straight to Kelsey. And
I try to curate it a little bit.
I mean, everything you've sent me from all the Star Wars TikToks is all good.
I do genuinely, when I send TikToks, if it made me chuckle, I don't just like send it out. I go, will somebody else find the chuckle that I found? Yes. You know what I mean?
You gotta, when you're doing a TikTok experience, the pro tip is that you gotta make sure the person that you're sending this to, make sure it applies to them.
Yeah, because, like, you know, I could get some weird I do get weird TikToks, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I get a lot of the weird music TikToks, and I don't send you most of those, but there was one that I sent you the other day, because I was like, nope, that one's for Kelsey.
Okay.
That one works, right? But I find this interesting because you're talking it up so much. I sent you one. I know that I overload you with so much. It's kind of hard to probably be like, I remember that one in particular, you know?
Okay.
But it was a guy who was ranking everything Disney's made with Star Wars.
I do remember
in the past,
that one
whatever.
because he
and
ranked
Visions was
so
second
low.
from the bottom.
Yes. What
second
is the
from
matter
the
with that dude?
So I was going to ask you because okay. Secondary question to that. I watched a video of a guy saying, how do people hate this? Everyone I talk to says this. And then I'm like, okay, but is that your own friends? Are you with people that already like it? So yeah, when you reach out, you are getting the like-minded thing, you know?
Uh-huh.
How do you know what other people think if you're only reaching out to people that already like the thing that you like, you know?
Right.
So that's why I reached out, because I was like, Kelsey probably has a wider range of probably Star Wars accessible people, you know?
I suppose, yeah.
Does she know that there's discourse about Visions? Is there discourse about Visions, or is this guy just being a punk? Like,
I have literally never heard somebody say they don't like Visions. Maybe that's my echo chamber, but everybody that I know that has watched Visions has thoroughly enjoyed it.
And then I haven't watched it because my echo chamber told me I was stupid for liking breathing air in space.
Is that the only reason you haven't watched it, or were you just bored?
Pretty much. No.
Yeah.
No. I was like, oh, well, the one I like is dumb, so fuck the rest of these, and I just didn't watch them.
Imagine if you took that mindset and applied it to Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah, but we always all like the same ones, though.
No, think about Fish Night. I love Fish Night. You hated Fish Night.
It was bad.
It was good, and if I heard your opinion...
bad, but it wasn't amazing.
If I heard your opinion and was like, I guess I won't watch Love, Death, and Robots ever again, you'd be sad at me.
I mean, maybe.
You should watch Visions, because the rest of it, you're missing a lot of
there.
really solid content in there. Like,
but I also don't watch most of the Star Wars content in the first place. Like,
you don't need any other Star Wars content to enjoy Visions, though. That's the thing about it, is that they're like...
No, I know.
I think that this specific suite of products will speak to you. I'm being the salesperson now because you like unique animation.
You need to slap the top of this Star Wars car.
This Visions can fit so many good little stories in it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's just like all the different characters and the way that they come together and the way that they don't have to talk to each other. It's just these little vignettes, you know, just like little bitty pieces, little bites of the world that are just... You're glimpsing into someone's window as you drive past on the train. That's kind of what Visions is. It's fucking good.
To get back into it. I think when Visions was happening, I was still in the midst of trying to do Clone Wars and Rebels.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no more room.
Yeah.
There's no more Star Wars room at this inn, okay?
A lot of Star Wars here in the brain.
But like, I mean, there's plenty of room for that now. Maybe I'll get into that on Saturday because I'm literally going to do nothing.
You could also watch Bad Batch Season 2.
That does need to happen too.
Really good, and I would need to talk to someone about it.
That does need to happen as well. So, because Star Wars has been happening and I send you so much,
yes,
I wanted to ask about the Visions one, but I wanted to ask what you thought about the Hayden Christensen Renaissance.
Oh my God.
That is happening right now.
It's been going on for the last few years now. I feel really bad for Hayden Christensen, and I always have, because like when I watched those movies, I didn't take his performance as like shitty as the rest of the world seems to. Like I went into it expecting like, oh, this guy's not going to act at all, because that's what you hear. People are like, he was so robotic and shitty. And like I felt his performance, and I like. The
only thing they even say that for is the sand thing. Like
people grab that sand line and they hold on to it like a.
It's
fucking,
just that.
It's it's ridiculous. He's gotten so much hate over his life. Like he was driven out of Hollywood, out of the country. He moved to Canada and became a farmer for a very long time. And was like, I am done with that life. And I am so happy to see that he's not only like back in Star Wars, but he's being welcomed and accepted by the fans. Like everyone's like, we want more Hayden. Hayden is fantastic because he always has been, and you guys ran him out for nothing at all. Drives me nuts.
I've
Star
seen
Wars
a lot
nerds.
of stuff that they're saying Clone Wars is what really kind of like brought him back to the fold.
Yes,
that like that
Dave
made
Filoni,
people care for him.
Yeah, which is nuts because he had nothing to do at all with that. Like they just used his likeness, like the likeness of Anakin Skywalker. They're like, let's just take this guy's face and put a great voice behind him, and then do incredible storytelling around his character. So, I think he does have a lot to thank Dave Filoni for, because Dave Filoni made that character so multifaceted and deep. And when you watch Star Wars, like in chronological order, if you have just like a spare couple of weeks, you know, sit down and take it all.
Month and a half.
Yeah, we did that during quarantine, and it was just like one of the best media experiences I've ever had. Like we got to sit with Star Wars and watch it all chronologically and just kind of see the character arc of these people and really take in all of it. And it was just a beautiful way to enjoy it. I just fucking love Hayden Christensen. And everyone else needs to love him too. I'll fight anyone on his behalf.
So you saw his like Brendan Fraser moment, right? Where he was at one of the conventions.
Yes.
And like the crowd just like erupted for him and wouldn't let him even exist in that room.
Yeah, and he was like on the verge of tears.
Yeah.
Which who wouldn't be at that point?
So I think I sent you this too, because did you know this? He didn't know that George Lucas was putting him in Return of the Jedi. He told him to just like stand there and smile, and he thought it was just like for some kind of B-roll shot of something else.
Oh my God.
And then when they released the like, you know, the special edition or whatever it's called, he was the Force Ghost at the end now.
Yeah.
Like George kept that a secret from him.
That's amazing.
And then I've been sending you tons of TikToks where like people have been going to Return of the Jedi that's in theaters right now.
Yes, and it looks incredible.
When his ghost shows up, every audience I've seen like explodes.
That's amazing.
Like they just erupt.
I love that there is this universal experience that new fans and old fans can all go watch this movie together, and everyone's like dressed up with their Mandalorian helmets and carrying lightsabers and shit, and they just like stand there and scream the whole movie.
Yeah.
It just seems like it would be a fun time.
You should go, and we were talking about it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean,
tell me what theaters they're in.
It's at Tinseltown. Like, I've been looking at it like every day because Sean wanted to go see it, and I was like, it's playing all of next week, which is this week. It's there until tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow real time for us?
Yeah, so like Thursday.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was gone by the Friday.
Okay.
But it was like all this week. It had like a week of time. Oh, well, and it's only in XD. You can't even see it in a normal theater. Like, it's in the big fucking fuck you Star Wars theater, man. Like, it is in the good shit.
In smell-o-vision.
I need to find out if there's a good one still left. Let me look at some movies here. Movies now playing. Because let me see if there's anything else. Well, because I know that you go to Galaxy now.
I do.
Which is not this website, so I can't tell you based on this website.
I don't think Grandscape is showing it.
Yeah, but its last one is literally tomorrow.
That makes sense.
I mean, you could take off work.
I could.
It's playing at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. And then it's playing a couple later times at a couple other theaters, but like Thursday's it. That's it. There's like no other
just
time.
Terrible.
I mean, I don't know why you didn't go, man.
I just haven't had fucking time. I've literally been busy every single day for the past like 3 weeks, and I'm ready to just not be busy anymore.
That's what Saturday is for me. I am literally going to sit there and probably just mainline the rest of Ghost and call one more game finally done that I've been playing for 2 years.
Good.
You know?
Put that horse to rest.
Return of the Jedi movie. Showtimes. Yeah, like nothing's even coming up in Google, so I think tomorrow's it, man.
That's fine.
Is it, though?
Everybody in the comments is like, my theater was dry as shit. Nobody's cheering in my theater. And I feel like that's how it would be if I go. Because like we've talked before, Dallas people can't have fun.
That is too fucking true. We are so boring.
Milk toast.
Were we like... Was that like beat into us or something? Like, what's the deal?
I don't know. Gotta act right when you go in public.
We are so apathetic about stuff. We're just like,
Use your indoor voice.
Yeah.
It's that southern upbringing.
It happens on opening nights. Like, opening nights, you get rowdy. And then every other time, no.
The only rowdy theaters that I've been in are theaters that I have personally made rowdy.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel like I've ever been to a theater where people are like, yeah, and cheering and clapping and stuff. Or even like horror movies where people are screaming a lot. Like, it's always us.
I have like a couple. My big three are Revenge of the Sith. When I saw that, that was huge. That was the first time I'd ever experienced that before. And I remember the moments. There were 2 moments that stood out. You know those movies pretty well, right?
Not really, honestly. I've seen them a few times, but you know me and my memory's slippery.
R2-D2 set some people on fire at the beginning of the third one, right?
I remember that.
Everybody went wild.
Good.
It was phenomenal. And I was like, what is happening? Can you do that in a theater? I thought you had to be quiet. What's happening? Mother. I'm scared, Mother. And then at the end, Yoda walks into Palpatine's Chancellor room, and there's the 2 Red Guard dudes, and he just kind of like flicks his wrist, and they knock into the wall and fall down.
Oh, shit.
Applause! Fucking, he just crazy.
Little green dude, fuck yeah.
Like, those 2 moments. Endgame was unmatchable. I'll probably never experience anything like Endgame again.
Yeah.
And then No Way Home was fun. It was loud. But, I mean, that one was just fun.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. But, yeah. I'm getting all this Star Wars stuff. I wanted to see what you thought about Hayden. And then I was going to ask you something else about Star Wars.
Is it about Star Wars Celebration?
No. Oh, I was going to ask if you got my TikTok from the new Jedi Survivor game.
Oh,
where this dude
God.
punches BD1.
I I got upset. I was very upset at that.
Clocked BD1, and I was like,
Yeah.
why am I not playing this game? Because I gotta
God.
fuck that dude up right now.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can, and I think you'll get mad if I tell you who that was that did it.
Why?
Because you should know him. Because I think he was big in Andor.
Really?
Who's Bodhi?
Yeah, he's he's the pilot in Rogue One, right? Bodhi?
Yes.
Star Wars. Yeah, what's his face? Where's
Bodhi
Ahmed?
Acuna.
I fucking
I
love
guess.
Riz Ahmed. My God, he's so pretty. Bodhi.
This is Bodhi Acuna.
Oh, Bodhi Rook is the one from the other thing.
Then I guess it's not the same dude. So hang on. This guy, he was in Clone Wars stuff. Appearances. Let's see. Oh,
Riz
so
Ahmed
maybe
is
not.
so fucking pretty. My God.
Maybe he is just from this. Somebody had told me Bodhi was from like a Rogue One thing. And then I was like, well, he punched BD1, so fuck that dude. But I guess it's not the same Bodhi, so.
Good. This Bodhi would never do anything wrong.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
He's so I can't look at him too long. I start to cry.
Oh my God. Oh! I'm going to throw this out there too, because I know I sent you this one. What did you think about Sam Witwer? Did I say his name? Right? What did you think about him delving into Luke Skywalker Last Jedi stuff and saying like it was the absolute worst thing of all time?
That was a really interesting perspective because I've never heard anybody like explain why they don't like new Luke. And I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense the way he talks about it.
Yeah, because he's not that person.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about his character, why would he do these things? This man would never turn into this. But
yeah.
I kind of thought that was the whole point of Last Jedi, was that even your heroes can fall.
Right. Like
that's what I took from it.
Yeah, that movie exists to kind of kill Luke. I mean, quite literally. They're just, this is the end of his story. Like, Luke is not gonna be the one to lead you into the new generation. He's done. He's over.
Yeah. I did not realize how much people hated the new trilogy of movies. Like, I knew they weren't liked.
No, they're hated.
But I did not know to the depths that it went to.
Yeah. It trends on Twitter weekly. And every single time I've had to train myself, every single time I see a Star Wars topic trending on Twitter, I cannot click on it because it's just people fucking fighting. And I'm like, I don't want to see this. Like, Rogue One trends very often because people are like, it's a shit movie. And those people don't exist. They don't exist to me.
Oh.
I can't. I'm above that.
How about this one? Because I know we've been rambling Star Wars for quite a bit. But I know that you'll like this. I think I sent this one to you. About how Darth Vader is such a drama queen.
Oh my God.
That for Rogue One, he would have had to have shut off his own life support system.
So it would glow red in the hallway.
To darken that room, to sneak into them, to light that saber just to fuck with them.
Yes.
The man is a showman beyond compare. He's Megamind level, dude.
1000%.
That's villainous right there.
Yeah.
I want you to think with me that thought process real quick. He was on his ship heading to that thing, and he goes, because I'm just going to imagine for some reason he has like a best friend stormtrooper guy that he just shares his ideas with. And he's like, hey, I'm going to turn off my life support system and scare the shit out of these guys. And he's like, Darth, you can't do that. And he's like, that's why it's so kick-ass, right? That's fucking neat, right? Oh my God.
Would.
He's like,
Drama
I'm going to do
queen.
that. Bet I won't. Bet I won't. And he's like, sir, please don't do that. And he's like, watch me. He hopped in that ship and gave easily one of the best Star Wars scenes of all time.
Yeah. People that don't like Rogue One, I can't with you. Like, don't even write in. Don't talk to me.
Don't dig in. Give me the quickest high level. Why don't people like it?
I literally go blind when I see those tweets. I can't make sense of it. Like, people just don't like the story. And I'm like,
But it's Halo Reach, which everyone loved. But a lot of people do hate because everybody dies in it. Like,
I guess I don't know. Like, I I have no more patience for people that don't like good cinema. It's perfection. I will not be taking critiques.
So, yeah. I just figured I've been overloaded with Star Wars. The time is now. We should kind of chit-chat about it for a little bit, because
yeah,
we both know that while I've seen them quite a many times, I definitely have not like dug into, I guess, deeper lore about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the things I do that with.
Dragon Ball Z.
Not even. I didn't know what fucking bibbity boppity boo was, dude. I'm never going to let myself live that down. It's too funny that I realized that in a Twitch stream for everybody to go like, you idiot. You didn't know that? Like, it's too funny. I love that about this. It's so good.
Very Robert.
Yeah, they didn't spoof it enough for me first.
Truly. One cool thing about Star Wars. So, you know what Star Wars Celebration is?
Isn't it like their D24 kind of thing?
What is D24?
The big Disney thing every year where they're like, hey, here's all the Disney shit happening. Yes. So this is like Star Wars where they go, hey, here's everything Star Wars that's going to happen this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they always have one like in a different location, and then I think one that always happens in California. And they typically both happen in a year. But now they're, I think, doing every other year. So there was like Star Wars Celebration Europe that just happened in mid-April. And then next year we're going to see in Anaheim the regular Star Wars Celebration that always takes place there. And then the following year in 2025 it goes to Japan.
Okay.
And I've decided that I'm going to that one. Okay. So I'm going to have to make that one happen. Like, Richard and I have wanted to go to Japan for the entirety of our marriage. And then before that, it's just always been one of our vacation destinations. And I was like, well, Star Wars is happening right there in Japan. Why don't we go do that? So that's on our list of things now.
There you go.
I really hope we can get tickets. I don't fucking know how that happens or how fast they go.
I'm just going to say good luck.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to imagine it's like Comic-Con. And I know that you don't watch Big Bang Theory, but there's an episode where they're trying to get Comic-Con tickets. And I hate that episode because it's too real and it makes me angry.
Ugh. Is it like trying to sign up for college courses?
Oh, it's already sold out.
Yep.
Yeah, the Japan show is sold out already.
It is?
Yeah, it's already gone.
When do they go on sale?
No, wait. So this is the Europe one.
Yeah, Europe's already happened.
Because I was on their website, and I saw the Japan thing, but then I just hit tickets, and it was just like, no.
I don't think they're on sale yet.
That's good. But, like, when we do... Okay, so here's the thing. At Comic-Con, when you're at Comic-Con, you get to buy tickets before you get... Like before you leave the show. So you can say, like, I'm already here. Let me buy for next year.
Like when we got a podcast movement.
Then they decided let's not do that because if everybody who's here buys tickets, there's none left to go on sale for the general public because they are bought out by everybody that's here. So the last year that I went, they were like, we're going to sell half the tickets here and then the other half are just up for grabs, right?
Okay.
And we camped out overnight from like 8 o'clock the night before to try to get tickets the next day, and I didn't get a ticket.
My God. That is nuts.
So part of my vacation was spent laying on the ground outside.
Jeez, that sucks.
And I didn't get a ticket. And I was like, it's fine. I'll just get one online. You literally just got to keep hitting refresh and hope you get in, and I never did.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like, it's not a fun experience. It's like you hear when people are getting Taylor Swift concert tickets. Like, it's not a fun time.
No.
But it's because the fucking bots, dude, them scalpers know Kelsey wants to go to this so bad. It's her live stream. So I'm going to make her pay for it.
Yep.
You can't just enjoy your time.
Maybe I'll join this newsletter. Maybe that's how I figure out when they go on sale.
I don't think that... It's okay. You and Richard are going to have to take the day off of work.
Yeah, probably.
And you're both going to have to be on your separate computers trying it and hope that one of you gets in and then you just call the other into the room and you can both get the tickets on the one person's thing.
Yeah.
It is going to be horribly not fun to get those tickets.
Well, I clicked on the fucking read more, and it's all in Japanese. This is not going to do me any good.
Perfect. Google Translate. Oh, wait. There's a translate button up top. I'm reading it in English.
Look at that. There we go.
It says nothing.
Yeah, there's no...
Just that they're going to have it for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
I highly doubt they're going to tell us when tickets go on sale for something that's 2 years out, you know?
Yeah.
Jump on that newsletter. I can't wait to hear the Yimtope show where you just, like, dip out mid-show because you're like, the newsletter said they're on sale now. Bye! But cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I hope you get... I don't know that that's very Comic-Con-ish. I mean, it probably is, but hopefully it's a hell of a lot easier to get those.
I sincerely hope so.
And would you guys go the full event, the 4 days? Or would you
it's
just
only
like
3 days.
Pick like one day and go
I
hard?
want to go all the days.
Okay. Do it, man.
I'm going to do it.
I was watching that video that's on the site, and I saw somebody in the Ahsoka armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many cool cosplayers there.
Are you going to be one of them?
Maybe I'll just get like a full Darth Maul tattoo sleeve.
There you go.
To show off by the time
Be
I
like,
get
this
there.
is mine. Look at this. When I flex, his lightsaber comes out.
When I flex, he frowns.
So see, look, we got Darth Maul on the front, and we got Darth Garth on the back.
Jesus.
All right. Are you ready to get this Darth Maul sleeve?
Yeah, let's get these tickets booked.
Let's do it.
If you loved this episode, if you just can't get enough of the Yimtope, why don't you tell a friend about us? Get them into your obsession. Word of mouth is the best way we can get the good Yimtope into new ears such as yours. We release weekly every single Monday. We're on YouTube every single Friday. We're on Twitter all the dang time. We're on Discord even more than that. So if you are in the Patreon, it means you're in the Discord. You get to talk to us. You get unlimited access. Unlimited access to Kelsey and Robert. Who in the world could say that but you? Twitter, we're there like, we'll check our tweets every now and then. It's fine. Have a couple back and forth here and there. Discord, we are having full-on deep conversations. We talked for half an hour earlier today about how 2 of these fools stole mugs from my wedding, and I didn't steal one, and I regret it. So we're currently planning a heist to go steal a coffee mug from my wedding venue from 5 years ago. So if you want to get in on that conversation, join the Discord, join the Patreon. If you have something to tell us about this episode, if you are super, super pumped about May the 4th, if you had some good Star Wars stuff happening, if you are into horses or whatever, you want a Mustang, you want a horse.
Are you a horse girl?
Are you a horse girl? Like me?
Let us know.
The car also does that thing where it projects the pony on the ground when you open the door.
Puddle lamps.
Yeah, puddle lamps. Those things are so fucking stupid, but I love them.
I know. It's so great.
I feel bad when I look at it and I'm like, hee hee, look good.
Horse on ground.
Horse on ground, me like.
Horse light. Nay.
Tell me if you're reading Dracula daily. It's 11 p.m. and I haven't read it yet. It came to me in an email at 5 a.m.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. It's your bedtime.
Yeah.
It's time for Kelsey to go sleep, guys.
It's time for me to go sleep. Bye. Thank you so much to our patrons for supporting us. We love you every day.
And our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. We love him every single day because he graces us with the best music. He's so awesome. Please check him out on YouTube. And as always, thanks for listening and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Is Kelsey going to look into some Star Wars tickets?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Are you looking for a podcast about those pesky apples passing off as prize-winning horses?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh! I was about to fucking just... Nay!